Hola, soy Santi.
Hi, I'm Angela.
Together we're realizing our dream of relocating to my homeland in the south of Spain.
Along with our Australian Shepherd Levi, we want to share our passion for the Mediterranean lifestyle, where the sun shines more than 320 days a year.
So if you like this video and you want to join us on our journey, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel,
Livin La Vida Costa.
'Cause I found my way.
In today's episode, we visit a beautiful Spanish town of Orihuela. On our way home, we have story time with Santi, where he dreams of becoming Tom Cruise in Cocktail in Spain, but instead is shipped off to the Spanish Army. We end the episode with a bike ride by the coastline on a very windy day and a beer at a Bavarian restaurant.
So we came here to Orihuela. This is a town about 40 minutes from where we live. We were absolutely floored. We actually had to come here because Santi had to renew his DNI, which is kind of like equivalent to a social security number. So we came here and we absolutely fell in love with this beautiful town. Like, look at it, look at the mountain. It's absolutely stunning. Like, probably it's not coming across on camera, but it is absolutely breathtaking. The town itself is amazing. It's almost like a mixture between Sevilla and Cadiz. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I had the best cafe con leche. It was amazing. Just enough foam on the top. It was delicious. And I also had a beer while I was waiting for Santi. It was right across the street from the police station. For a beer and a coffee, it was €2.40. €240. That's insane. Amazing.
I don't think we want to go.
No, we don't.
Like, look at this place. Like, I don't know if the camera is catching it, but up here, there's like the ruins of some kind of castle, and I'm like, oh my god, I just want to climb that.
He wants to hike that.
Just want to take Ange and Levi and just go up there. Like, how do you leave this?
Yeah.
How?
Today was a monumental day for Santi's a little bit shy to talk about it. He's getting emotional thinking about it, but today he got his DNI, which is an equivalent to his social security number. He's always had it because he's Spanish, born here, but because he left to go to Canada, it had expired. So the whole process of buying a home, you need a DNI and all that. He did have it. It was kind of like a temporary thing until we were actually here where he could actually renew it. So we had to come here to his appointment at the police station and he received it. So tell us, hon, how you feel?
I'm Spanish again.
Spanish.
I last actually had a DNI in late 80s when I friggin'
You dinosaur.
Yeah, when I came to Spain to do my military service. So it's been a while, and it's just like at one point during the process, because they turn the screen around and you're supposed to check all, your information, your address is right, your date, your birth date, all that. And at one point, they put the all your previous DNIs together, and it was so funny to see. Sorry, speed bump. So funny to see my old DNI, which is now over 33 years old, now my new one, and to see that baby face and then the old man now looking back at me. But
You're handsome.
oh,
You got a haircut today.
she's just saying that on camera.
No.
But the signatures were almost identical,
Wow.
which is actually quite funny.
That's eerie.
But yeah, it was a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
Let it be done. I finally, after I don't know how long I've been, like the whole process, Embassy of Spain in Ottawa has been amazing. They helped me through it. Like
Our lawyers here have been amazing.
Yeah, our lawyers here.
And we'll do a separate video on purchasing a home in Spain, what that entails, and we'll give you all the ins and outs of what you should do.
I'll try to give you all the pointers,
Exactly.
everything we've learned, and hopefully make your journey
a lot
into-
easier and smoother than our process.
And you don't need to be Spanish.
No, you don't.
So you don't need to be Spanish to purchase a home here. You need to have your NIE.
So
And-
because he's Spanish, it's called a DNI. But if you're a foreigner coming in, it's called a
NIE.
NIE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like your national identity for extranjeros, for foreigners.
Yeah.
But it's doable. I mean, people own houses here from all over Europe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's very doable. And that's a whole different show we will talk about because there's so much to get into.
So much.
And there's probably even more that I've already...
Because I'm going to have to go through that whole process now.
So she's in the process
Yeah.
of getting her NIE. She may be married to me, but there's a couple of hurdles that she has to jump. But we'll get her there. And eventually her passport. And then eventually she'll be full-fledged European as well.
It's Spanish.
A Spanish woman.
Married to a Spanish man.
A strong
A strong Spanish woman. So we're going to do story time with Santi while we drive. Santi's going to tell you a little story about how this strapping 17, 18-year-old
Oh, no.
young fella decided to follow his father back to Spain.
Oh my God.
He was in
that's-
pursuit of, what was that?
Freaking massive dog just running up the side of the road. I thought it was a horse. I was like, what? I almost hit that thing. Like the size of a horse. It was like a mixed Saint Bernard or something like that. Poor thing.
So yes, as I was saying, so when Santi was 17, 18, his father had moved back to Spain. And Santi's like, okay, well, maybe I'll move back to Spain with him. So he had it in his mind, because at that time, what was a very popular movie? Yes, Cocktail. So Santi thought that he was going to come back to Spain and be this bartender in the south of Spain.
Oh, yeah.
and,
There was a
yeah.
Club Med back then in the south of Spain. I was like, oh yeah. They're going to be Tom Cruise and Cocktail going to be throwing up the liquor bars. All the women are going to want me.
Walk at 'em.
Oh yeah, it was done. I was a bartender in Canada. I'm going to come here. It's all done. Boy, did my life take a left
Yeah.
turn. I went left. My dreams went right.
But you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and it's amazing how that one moment in your life brought you to where you are today, which is you are in a career that you absolutely love, and it's all because of that one fork in the road, that one pivotal point and moment in your life.
Right.
And you know, destiny, God, whatever, the Lord had His hand over you. So tell us what happened.
So my dad moved here first, and I came. I followed, and I thought I was all set, all right. Sorry.
Yawn, really?
Yeah, I had to. Sorry. I was all set. Thought it was going to happen. I was going to be, just watch
Tom Cruise.
Cocktail, Tom Cruise, and was like, okay, we're in this. Show up in Spain. So, being the very non-knowledgeable in the administrative aspects of Spain and documentation, my dad took me by the hand, takes me to City Hall, and goes to get my D&E so that I can work here and live here. The guy at the clerk said, well, there's a problem. Your son is profugable. He didn't do his military. What? I'm a snotty-nosed young man, thinks he's going to be the next Tom Cruise. What?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, military? He's like, yes, military service here is compulsory. Your son never showed up. We couldn't find him. So, in short, an arrest warrant for me, and they take me to do my military.
Okay, but at that time, you could, because it was like mandatory, you could choose where you wanted to go.
Well,
But because Santi was AWOL, basically, he had no choice. So where did they send you?
So most Spanish young men when they do their military service, which back then was every young man, almost every young man did it back then. You got to choose like your top 3 posts. So boys from Rota
Where he's from.
would do the little tiny joke of a base in Rota on the coast, sit there at Santana and drink beer. Like that was their military service. Some guys, if you're from Puerto de Santa Maria, you're from Jerez, you're from Cádiz, well, every town had its own little military bases and little quartels, and that's, you could arrange to have your military service done more or less in your area. Since I was AWOL, that decision was taken away from me. I was not
You didn't have a
afforded
choice
that
in the matter.
luxury.
Yeah.
They sent me to Viador, Almeria, which back then was a infantry military motorized infantry brigade. Now it's La Legion, but back then it was the army. I don't know how I got through that. The initial shock of going from being Tom Cruise and cocktail to being put on a train and then a bus, and I'll never forget the bus ride, riding from the center of Almeria out to the desert to Viador, and on a bus with another 30 or 40 kids on this bus. It was hot. Didn't have a dime in my pocket. I didn't have any money, and I wouldn't during my military service because the pay was like the equivalent of $18 a
How
month.
much did you say pesetas?
Yeah, it was like 1,800 pesetas a month, which is
It's
kind
like
of
$10.
yeah, $16, $18 a month. It was. I was terrified. I was honestly.
You
I
said
don't.
that the first night you heard
Oh,
men
people!
crying.
Oh, yeah, people were crying. This was. The military base I think was made. Just after they defeated the Arabs, and so we're looking at the year 1700. It was so old. There were no toilets. There were holes in the ground. No running hot water. Everything was cold. Your shower was a 3-minute cold shower, and they'd scream at you to hurry up. The beds were like, the old metallic bunk beds, and mattresses with it like this thick, and it was just such a shock.
Culture shock.
And it was so hot. It was, I'll see if I can find a picture of me, because the big day for most young men back then in Spain was when you jura bandera, when you kiss
the flag. Yeah, we have that
swear,
picture.
you swear to the flag, and that was like your
Put it on
coming
screen.
of age.
Yeah.
And it was just so opposite of what I had planned for my life.
But it made you the man who you are today.
It did. It taught me how to be real poor.
And it taught me how to fold clothes because he
Yes,
still
I'm-
folds the exact same way, and I get in trouble when I don't fold his t-shirts that way.
Yeah, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So that's the story of how me not being Tom Cruise worked out.
Yeah.
So it seems like it doesn't matter what Spanish would consider a bad day for wind and beach. It doesn't matter. People still come down here. They still sit on the chiringuitos, still have beers. Hello. Because in the end, you have to realize that most of these people are from countries that this is still paradise.
Yeah, well, look at the couple we met last night. That they just arrived from Finland. They spend 6 months a year here, starting now until mid-March, just to escape
That's crazy.
winter.
Yeah. They're all like waiting for a big one, or they're just hanging out?
I don't think we have any plans here.
They're waiting. Oh, here we go. Oh, this guy's getting ready. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. You think you get up? So we stopped for a quick beer and had no idea that this place has a truly Bavarian beer fest type of place.
It just looks amazing though.
Oh yeah, absolutely amazing.
Just wanted a beer.
Yeah, like Viking food here. So, we just wanted a beer. I have no idea what I ordered, but I'm gonna try it. I have no idea, but we'll try it. It's like a soccer team going on behind us. They're like, it's like Oktoberfest. Oh, maybe it is October.
No, it's September.
Septemberfest. Well, it is Spain, so it could be
Some sort of
September,
feria.
August Fest, September. Some kind of soccer club. Anyways.
Do you like your beer, hon?
Good German beer. Danke. This is where we're going afterwards. We're gonna go to McDonald's, get a McDouble with fries and Coke. Just kidding.
Santi thinks he's funny, but he's not.
Oh, I'm really funny.
No, you would never catch him at McDonald's in the south of Spain. That's for sure.
It's like sacrilegious. You gonna make it? It's a big one. It's a steep one. Not big, steep. You don't get much hills in Ottawa.
Pardon?
Ottawa's flat.
I'm gonna make it.
That's a good leg bum workout. Spin class with Santi.
Oh my gosh, I made it.
So we're gonna be turning left. Good. Yeah.